Turn your passion into income. That's where we're here. And Stan and I, we have come up with some different phases on where this different steps are if you're deciding on you want a home-based business, an internet-based business for that matter. What's important? What comes first? Because you just can't really jump in and right away the next day have this huge business going on. There's different steps. And Stan, what were some of those first steps that we talked about?
Curiosity step. That to me, can we make some extra money on the internet? Can we do it online? Can we do it from our home? Just what possibilities are out there? That to me is what you said would be a place where people might start. How about for you?
I believe the curiosity / discovery, and using an example, my wife, being a full-time nurse, wanted a side business. She wanted something else to do. So she was curious, and God, what can I do? Do I rent out cars? Do I do Uber? Do I buy real estate, bake cookies? And it turned out that she made a discovery. She says, hey, there's these machines out there called Cut. They make these little designs and all that. And so then one of the other stages that seems to come up was some research. She researched, how much does this machine cost? What does it do? What is it going to take for me to, start producing something? And then she made a decision. She says, I'm going to buy it. She went all in. She put her money up. She put her credit card. She bought a machine. She bought stuff. And
she made a commitment.
She made a commitment. Mm-hmm. She planted her flag.
Ah, yes, plant the flag. She drew a line in the sand and said, I'm crossing this line. I'm going to do it. And I'm committed. So she did plant her flag. And then right after that, I would say possibly she might say, well, what do I need to do to go from zero to some revenue income? And she might say, I have to learn the machine. I have to learn how to do this. I have to, she has to learn. It's a learning period, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then look at after you learn how to get a skill in it, you learn the skill, then you have to learn how to tell people about it, that you have this business, that you have something that you can solve their problem, whatever problem. Hers might be, well, how do I get a coffee cup that looks like me or my business or a notepad paper that when somebody comes into the business or does something with the business, or, hey, George, show them your T-shirt. What's on there? Hey, that's a funnel hacker. You could use a type of Cut machine doesn't she able to design T-shirts and stuff like that with it?
Well, absolutely. And actually, here's something too. If you guys can see this card up here, it's a blue background, and then the gray was cut out, and so the blue shows through, and then so it actually came out pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's something that now she does, is she makes custom cards.
It looked pretty good. So a custom business card with the virus and things. If we actually will hand a business card to somebody, if we're going to get that close, but who knows what will happen. Now she's committed. She's planted her flag. She's invested some money into it. She's gained a skill.
She's got to learn a skill. Can I put that as phase 4?
Learn a skill. Sure.
Well, she's got to learn how to use the machine.
I already said that. Yes, she's got to learn the machine.
Okay.
And then after she's gained a skill in doing the product or service, what would be the next phase?
Marketing.
Get the business out there. So really, she's, as far as a profit and loss is concerned, she's probably in the negative column right yet, right?
Yep, right out of the gate, most people are in the negative.
And how long do you think they are going to stay in the negative column? Do you think most people, an 80-20 rule type of thing?
A long time. They'll never make it out.
They'll never make it out. They'll never make it out. Wow, wow, that sounds pretty depressing. But there again, how can they make it out? What would be the key thing as far after you develop your skill? Okay, then you're going to develop your marketing to get the word out. Is that right?
Yeah. So I'm working on phase 6, make a profit. Do we want to add anything to that before I post it?
Well, how about just break even? Well, you got in the loss column.
You know what? There's like 1 penny difference between break even and make a profit. So
All right, you're
people
right.
need to make a profit. Then, I mean, part of that making profit would be like, what? Don't stop, don't quit.
Yeah. Well, I'd say the don't quit is before you get to the break-even point or the profit stage. Don't quit. To me, that's consistency in your learning, a consistency in your keep doing the things. Now, for instance, even our video right here, even our live stream, we are consistently doing it, but we are consistent with this. And to me, that is one of the most, that is what will take people from the 80% to the 20%, because the businesses that stay in business for over a year have really a greater chance of success. All right, so let's say they're in profit. So it would be the next
Well,
phase.
hold on, before we move on, we want to make profit, but what happens to these people? If they're not making a profit, what they do? They give up. They become part of that 80% or 97%.
They probably do. Do they see another opportunity, shiny object, and they jump ship? They take down the flag and they go plant it somewhere else.
Don't jump ship.
Don't jump ship. Well,
no.
What if you decide that you just don't like what you're doing? To me, that's what we got. All right, that's what we got to do way in the beginning. All right, let's say that you've already gone through this cycle. Maybe you've even gone through it 5 or 6 times, or more, and then suddenly you say, "What do I really do that I'm going to stay with? That I'm going to plant the flag and stay with it long enough so that, well, like you suggested before, is that if somebody who is up the chain in your niche area, if they would come there and salute the flag, well, that might be a good time for you to stay with that type of business. But what if somebody who is, let's say, more expert or just knows more about it, what if they say, nah, anyway, what do? How do you find something that you are going to stay with that's unique to you and may not be towards someone else?
Well, Stan, we have the answer for that. So you're in the right spot because we have a book that we produced called Passion to Profit. And there's also an executive summary, which is a whole lot shorter, because who wants to read a big book when it can all be condensed down into something really kind of small?
And we also have a worksheet that can take you.
It helps to think, what are you passionate about? What do you like to do? What are you already doing? Because a lot of us already have skills. A lot of you guys out there already have skills, and you know how to do something. And if you like doing that stuff, like baking, pre-cut plants or whatever, or even pouring concrete for that matter,
or even being a dentist or doctor or lawyer that you don't really want to be, and you'd rather be an exercise therapist or a massage therapist or anything you enjoy, and you may want to go explore doing it. But we have a worksheet that you can go through and fill it out to help you find what you would really like to do on your perfect day. That could be soon if you know what your perfect day and what you really like to do and what you're going to do 3 to 5 to 7 hours every day for the rest of your life. Who cares about retirement if you're enjoying what you're doing?
The root of today's video is there are phases on deciding what business is for you. And if you don't decide them properly, you're going to go through all the different phases. You're going to make an investment. You're going to put all this time into it. And then you're going to end up giving up. So your best shot of making the first one stick. Now, most of the time, the first business doesn't stick. But you know what? You've got a better shot going with something that you already know how to do rather than learning something completely new and not having a real interest in it.
A lot of people just start with a hobby that they like doing. And then that's really part of what we do is how to take that hobby and to make it a profitable side hustle.
How do people get a hold of us?
For instance, if they'd like to, they could give us a like, make a comment. They could subscribe to, we do have a YouTube channel. We do have a Facebook page. Information, let's say mainly from our YouTube channel. We'll also have it on our Facebook page.
Fantastic.
It's turnpassiontoincome.com.
That's right. Turnpassionateincome.com.
Please subscribe and watch some of our other videos. We love having you on our shows.